Cer, să ne bruție?
Have you begun your journey to ancient Egypt? Or are you waiting out the sandstorm to see if you'll really like it? Either way, here are 5 tips and tricks to help you get through Assassin's Creed Origins without dying. As much. Look through your weapons and get acquainted with what kind of damage each one does, as well as what their passive abilities are. For example, there are swords that have passive poison damage, which, as you might imagine, is helpful in any situation. Although this one seems obvious, you will want to equip your weapons for maximum damage and to take advantage of your specific playstyle. Assassin's Creed Origins allows you to change both your melee and ranged weapons, as well as your tools at any time, unless you're actively engaged in combat and standing outside of cover, so this is definitely worth taking advantage of. In addition to knowing which weapons to use in specific situations, make sure to continuously upgrade your weapons through the blacksmiths for better stats and weapon abilities. Of course, once you've found and earned better weapons, it's in your best interest to disassemble duplicates, instead of selling them to these same blacksmiths. This will allow you to gain enough materials to upgrade your other gear and will allow you to hunt less, if you care about the animal population in a fictional world, that is. Similar to the previous point, Assassin's Creed Origins becomes easier to play when you actually know how you want to play. If you find that you're more of a ranged combat player, you'll likely want to upgrade your hunter abilities. With that said, this is also the side of the ability map that helps make SENU, Bayek's Eagle, more efficient. If you like close quarters combat, you'll probably want to upgrade your warrior abilities. This brute force approach to any situation also comes with upgrades to your assassinations as well. Lastly, the seer category of abilities is a mixed bag, literally giving you the ability to barter items, as well as access to tools that will give you a tactical advantage against your enemies. Of course, you may also realize that while you prefer one of the categories over the others, you still want to have other tricks up your sleeve from the other two. Regardless of the way you decide to go, it will definitely be helpful to unlock both Weapon Bearer and Bow Bearer. This comes in very handy when you run out of ammo or if you're up against an enemy that has a larger reach than you. The idea of SENU is not only brand new, but also brilliant. Ubisoft made SENU such a large part of Assassin's Creed Origins on purpose, and the more you play, the more you'll realize she's really just a badass extension of Bayek. Not only is she great for locating any materials and animals needed to upgrade your gear, SENU's perfect for helping complete quests, as well as finding any treasure and loot. And did I mention she's an extra set of eyes? Of course I did, and that's because using SENU will make the difference between life and death when facing off against a camp full of enemies. And using her to scout out the area before running into combat blind, she can mark all the enemies she spots both inside and outside of buildings. Just don't use her when you're in the middle of a fight. That can and will go terribly wrong. In Assassin's Creed Origins, dodging really does save lives. From keeping you from a close call with death while jumping off buildings to maneuvering in fights against enemy combatants, this is a skill you'll need to learn and quick. If you decide to jump from a height that you think isn't too far above the ground, you might want to press your dodge button before landing just to ensure you don't take any unnecessary damage. Now, if you're fighting against one combatant, hell, maybe it's a powerful enemy level above you that has a Mace of Death. You'll want to use dodge to get around his moves. Of course, this is pretty obvious, right? What isn't though is that if Bayek gets knocked down, he won't automatically get up and move without your help. He'll lie there and accept his fate. But if you'd rather skip that whole death scene, you can dodge to get him to stand back up and fight, or run. Either way, you know best. Along your travels with Bayek, you'll meet a boy named Retta, an orphaned merchant. Once you've met him, you'll be able to purchase a few very expensive rare items. You might be asking why you need them, and honestly, you don't. What you do need, however, is access to Retta's daily quests. For every daily quest you complete, you earn random gear in exchange. Although you never know if you'll get something legendary or something lower, it's a quick way to earn weapons. If you're already playing the game every day, why not make your way to this turquoise camel, complete the time quest, and pick up some sweet rewards while you're at it? All that being said, can you think of any other helpful tips? Let us know in the comments below. And despite how obvious some of these tips might have been, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to COGconnected for all things gaming and for news, reviews, features, and more. Check us out online at COGconnected.com.